So it's Ryan here with The Real Report, and today I have Josh, Megan, and Connor joining me today to talk about episode 2 of Fear the Walking Dead. Beware, spoiler alert. So, I did not like this opening of the episode. It was like kind of cheesy how they show the house, go into the house, and then the next thing you know, she sees like, oh, there's like a ruckus in the house, like stuff on the floor, and then she turns, it's like, oh no! How many times have you seen something like that? I mean, we've seen everything there is to see when it comes to like zombies or people on the floor being dead. It's like really just cliche.
Not quite as exciting as the last episode, but
Well, opening was. It did. This episode definitely picked up for me.
yeah. Well, the opening, it was like, well, I mean, of course, the last episode was the first episode. You gotta have a really strong opening, and he's in the church. There's drugs, and all of a sudden, there's the girl who's eating the dead guy on the floor.
Yeah.
It was pretty intense. This time, it was like half as thrilling, half as informative. There.
Yeah, no, I mean, it had a nice, creepy opening in the sense of the principal aspect of him, like, wandering the halls of the school, being the only one there. To set up, like, the whole sequence with going back to the school with the principal still being there. So, I mean, I like that. I thought the whole, Madison going to the school to get medicine was cool. And then Tobias showed up.
Oh, Tobias. He's just like, all right, give me my knife back.
I gotta lay some knowledge on you. This is how you survive an apocalypse.
And I don't even know how he got that knowledge. Did he just go on the internet? And
The internet.
Call of Duty zombies. This is nonstop playing.
Which, by the way, that knife didn't exactly help him out at all once he got it back.
It looked like it bounced off the guy's head.
And it just didn't.
But what's cool is, I think it's because it's a fresh dead body. You know, like Walking Dead, they're kind of like decaying because it's been so long, so it's like their heads, I guess, are mushy. This is firm and thick, you know?
I mean,
that noggin.
You're right, though. That knife just, like, bounced right off the dude's dome. It was like, he, like, tried stabbing the chest, like, oh, no, you know?
Honestly, that was a pretty intense scene.
Yeah, I think it was good. I mean, you have to remember that these people have no idea what's going on. Like, they were living normal lives the other day, and now there's people trying to eat them. I mean, her reaction, the mom's dress is like, we can help you. Like, I'm like, he's growling at you, man. Like,
that's a zombie.
And she saw what happened to Calvin. I mean,
the second he showed up, I would have pushed his ass down the stairs, man. Like, no, instead Tobias,
like, hug him or something? Didn't she say, like, come here so I give you a hug or something? So what did he say? What did she say?
I don't think he was offering anyone that has
I
blood
thought
on
I
them
heard
a
something
hug.
like that. I couldn't hear what she said.
she's like, we can help you.
We can help you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
Cool. Cool.
Madison gives hugs to the zombies.
We definitely saw that coming with the principal.
Zombie hugger.
Right? I mean,
Okay, how did he die?
maybe I
That's
think
my
he was
question.
sick. Wasn't he like coughing in a scene?
I don't remember that.
There's a few people coughing.
Kids
So.
have
Did-
germs all over the place. I mean, he could have gotten affected.
Did he like stab himself?
I don't know.
He had blood on him.
I know the first episode though, when she comes in the principal's office, he's sitting there like this, listening to the speakers and listening to all the teachers, and she walks in all slow, and it's like dun dun, like is he a zombie or not? And nope, he's just sitting there listening on the intercom.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. He had blood on him. How to get that blood on him? And now he's dead. So that's a problem for me. And they're just like, hey, we're gonna have a zombie here and be a really cool use of this school that we are shooting in. But I like Tobias' character and how he was like trying to prep them for like her to what's to come and like, hey, let's load up on food.
Yeah.
Except they killed the only zombie that's in there. Why didn't they take the food?
Somebody else was coming. Remember the...
They heard another zombie? I don't think so.
Well, through the metal detector, somebody else was there, and that's why they ran.
I thought that was the principal that was there. Oh, it was someone else?
I don't know why
Is
they
that-
didn't take the
I
food,
would have
right?
taken the
Yeah,
food.
they had-
I mean, he had a carton of food.
Yeah, so they didn't take the food. That was also kind of like, why not take the
Probably
food?
Even
she's
when they
like,
were
I got
running, he
plenty
drops
of
the
food.
can and goes back to
Back
get
to
the
get it.
can.
My only reason I think is that the Madison is probably in like shock because she just murdered somebody. You know what I mean?
I did notice, you know, when they do the whole scene and she bashes the principal's brains in with the fire extinguisher and her and Tobias have their bonding moment, that they fell down the stairs and they were on the second floor with all the food. So maybe
You want to go back with the cart?
I mean, like, is there an elevator, or is that a service, or
You could
they
just
can't
throw
go
it
down the
down.
stairs with it, or
I don't know. I bet you they're gonna be kicking themselves if they don't have the food.
well, the kid knows what to do, and
So what I didn't like was they kept Alicia attached to the house and not leaving it. So with Nick being having the episode, because if she would have went back to that house, I seriously would have been so pissed at this
I
episode.
literally, when she was about to leave, I said, bitch. Are you for real right now? But, I mean, she saw that her brother was having withdrawal. He was throwing up, obviously in pain. So she ran back in. She's like, you son of a bitch.
I think she's kind of like written as the typical, like stereotypical teenage daughter right now, because it's like the first thing you see her, she's like, mom's telling her to get ready for school, and she's like coming out of the shower, she's like, Mom, I can't believe you opened the door on me. Slams the door shut. She's like skipping class to see her boyfriend, text on the phone, where are you at? I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
And now she's like wants to see her boyfriend, even though he's like, dude, he's a zombie. He's gonna eat you. But like,
Well, then you have her being all whiny, and then you have the whole stuff going on with Chris being on the bus and not answering his dad's phone call. Now he's just caught up into this whole riot sequence, which I liked the whole like cop aspect of it, and like them shooting somebody, and then the whole like them riot forming like
the
that.
bus.
But yeah, the guy coming on the bus, is like, hey.
Just another day on the public bus, like
The guy got shot 20 times.
everybody come look.
I would be like,
Runs.
the cop
Oh,
shot
bus
somebody
empties
20
out.
times. I'm not going anywhere near those cops. Like,
I'm pretty sure the bus driver got off to take a look. Everybody just like gets off the bus. Like,
So they're going to the desert.
that's a great, that's a great place
Are
to
you
go.
leaving at the desert?
So hey, go to the palm tree and the magical lake that's in the desert. You know the spot? We'll meet
away
there.
from all the people. But yeah, that seems like a good area to take someone who like needs drugs to function or is coming off of being addicted
They're
to
trying to
drugs.
wean
and
them off. They
stuff.
got enough medicine to link them last. But my question is, if they're in the desert, where are they gonna get food from? Where are they gonna get water from?
Where are they going to sleep?
Exactly. The car, the 5 people gonna sleep in the freaking little truck, in the truck bed that has no protection. It's like that's not a
Makes
well
sense.
thought out plan. So I don't know. That's just. I do like that the family's split up. Kind of gives a unique dynamic. I think The Walking Dead is strong when they were jumping all over the place from one group to the next group to another. So it looks like we're gonna have that in this, where you have Travis and Chris and his ex-wife now with the people that own the haircut shop, and it looks like the other team would be Madison with Nick and her daughter.
Yeah, I think they're keeping them separate on purpose because he said, like, go ahead, we'll meet you up there. Like, they're just, I don't know how quickly they'll get back together, actually.
I just don't want it to be like just really cliche and like wild card. I'm gonna save you from being killed by a zombie. Like
As they reunite.
yeah, it's kind of like
First
yeah,
time.
it's like if somebody's like 2 zombies are attacking them, and all of a sudden Tobias shows up, double knives, and kills them. like then
Double
Or
steak
sword.
knives.
It's like,
I hope Tobias just comes in like he will. We'll see him again for sure. But I hope when he comes in again, he's just like this ride on a horse with a sword, just like
Yeah.
crushing
Total
zombies. He's like,
badass.
I knew this would happen.
jumping through a window. It's just I hope that doesn't happen because they did that a lot in The Walking Dead, where characters will just magically appear to save people in the nick of time.
It's kind of like the formula to The Walking Dead. They split up the characters so they have multiple storylines, and it gives
Yeah.
them, okay, now we're going to do some episodes here with this family, some episodes here with these people,
Yeah, I really like the ending of the episode. It kind of left me wanting more to see because you see the zombie neighbor that walks across, and the mom's like, "Don't go outside." Why is she not telling her kids at this point that I killed somebody and there's zombies everywhere?
I don't think that's
If
going to be
you're
very
sick.
comforting.
Well, I think her drugged out kid will just be like, "Whoa, what?"
What's the daughter's name?
Alicia.
Alicia's like the only person out of the loop at this point. You know what I mean? Because like even Nick,
Yeah.
who's drugged up, knows that there's like something wrong is going on
Yeah.
with people.
But the ending, I thought that was strong. Again, leaves me wanting more. It's drawing more, and it's a little bit slower. I'm not as engaged as I was when I was watching The Walking Dead first season. But I mean, knowing that it's getting even closer to shit hitting the fan now that these riots are going on, and I just can't wait to see what happens. I'm gonna go a little bit higher this week. I'm gonna give this episode 7.5 reels out of 10.
I'd probably have to agree with you there. That, the story is picking up. definitely a lot more satisfied this week in terms of action and I guess just development overall. It's gonna be a good series.
Yeah.
For this episode, I'll give it a solid 7 reels.
I thought it definitely picked up from the first episode. It was a much faster pace, and I actually cared. And I'm like, there's an intensity that reminds me of like The Walking Dead when you care about a character and you don't want them to go. So just from the improvement from the last episode, I'm gonna also give this a 7 out of 10 reels.
I'm going to give this 8 out of 10 reels because, like I said before, it's developing, it's building up, it's going somewhere, and this episode was pretty intense. So 8 out of 10 reels for me.
So safe to say that it's definitely getting better, and the action's going to start ramping up, I feel like, tremendously, because now you have zombies wandering the streets and neighborhoods. So it's going to make it real interesting, and we'll be here for the next episode. And this is The Real Report. Thanks for watching.